everybody. My name is HowlinKnight, and I welcome you to Dinkum. This is an adorable little game. I've been playing by myself a little bit, and I've decided I wanted to play it with all of you guys as well. So we are starting up a new world, and trying to figure out here what I want to wear. This is the easy part, too. You would think. Let's see. Yeah, that'll probably do. Okay. Let's see. Now I gotta pick a name. I think we're gonna stick to Mora. I could go a whole lot of other names with this that I have created, but like I think Mora is the best. But what do I want to do? What do I want to do for the island name? Neutro. No. Neutra? No. It's got to be something I'll remember, and it's got to be something I can say, so I can't just like... What about YouTube Town? What if we just call it YouTube Town? Is that too on the nose? We can do this. We can do this. Come on, it's fine. YouTube Tune? No. That doesn't sound right. Town. Domain, Dominion. I'm not sure, guys. Struggling with this. This should be the easy part. But naming something is permanent in this game. So, like, once it's named, it's named. Gracia. Let's go with Gracia. A long time ago, everything went south. Almost everybody was forced to move to South City. The people of South City live cold and miserable lives. You were born here. Most people have no desire to leave. But you do more than anything, and you might have found a way out. Help wanted. Looking for a young go-getter to accompany me to my old home, Gracia. Voyage and accommodation will be your initial compensation. Anyone interested, please meet me at the airship terminal on Summers 1st. Fletch. You leave for Gracia today. And just so we're all clear, I cannot voice this. I want to. I want to learn. At some point, we will get the hang of it. You are now flying over Gracia, and we will be landing shortly. Looks like we got lots of logs around. All passengers, please prepare to leave the airship. Fletch. Looks like we've landed. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad you've decided to accompany me on this adventure, Mora. Me too. I was starting to think no one in South City was brave enough to join me. When you were the first and only person to respond to my ad, I knew you were the right person for the job. Oh dear, look at old Fletch waffle on. Let's get cracking, Mora. Let's. Seems like a good plan to me. I'll see you outside, okay? Sounds good. So now we got the move buttons. WASD, pretty standard. Goodbye, airship. Oh, I can see like in the water. Got some camera controls here. Wow. Smell that fresh air. I'll tell you what, it feels good to finally be back on Gracia. Now, Mora, I'm going to need your help getting settled, okay? I'll give you this base tent. Take your time and find a good place for it. Take this map as well. If you have any questions, please come back to me. I haven't been back to Gracia for a very long time. Still think I can be helpful. I'll be waiting by this dock until you find it, a place for us. So don't get lost. May have clicked the buttons a little fast there. We've got a base tent. We've got a little map. You can see here we got a lot of little islands put together. I don't remember what you would typically call this. Like a grouping of islands like this. Is that like a archipelago? Something like that. But let's see. Let's look around this map for some flat lands. Some flat looking lands here. And we're just going to mark them to go look and see which ones we like the best. That's how we're going to spend this first day. Because we want to have enough space for our town to exist. Because it's going to grow. We want to not have to move around land too much. Tools can be a little tricky because repairing them is not really a thing. At least really early on, it's not a thing. I think over here is a pretty good spot for 1, 2. We've got like 3. We should check a couple more spots here. I'm not worrying too much about what color our grass and stuff is. As you can see, like we got dark green, light green, orange, this darker red, and a yellow color going on. We can get seeds for the different grasses and move them to where we're building. So without too much hesitation, I'm going to speed this up a little so we can go look at everything. We're going to start at the one closest to us, that the yellow spot right up here, and go from there. Look at us run. Worth noting, this is not the normal speed that you walk around, but for video's sake, we did turn it up. Oop, we passed this. We passed it. This is pretty flat, though. We'll need some of these stones. Still past it. And there's a little star on the corner, but I keep walking past it. But it looks like a nice flat area. Got some easy places to work here. No metal in the way, which is really good to note. Let's see, let's go this way. Let's go check this one out. Ooh, metal. We're just going to make a note that there's a metal patch here and use the little gems symbol. They will respawn over time. So you just got to be willing to, like, when you clear it out, give it some time. Check it every few days and your metal node areas will respawn. Now, this isn't to be said about, like, the quartz that we just walked past there. It's a certain texture on the ground that respawns. And only that certain texture. So not all areas will respawn the metal nodes. You got to make an effort to make a note of where they are. So we got a lot of flat land out here. Not really where we want to live, though. Some more metal. We'll mark that later. And go this way. Let's zoom in. We're almost there. There's like Jackaroos? Is that what they're called? I'm not sure what all the creatures are actually called. Alright, so you see that texture here where these guys are? I'm going to run past it really fast here, but those are the metal node respawn spots. So if you want your metal to come back, you got to look for like a really rocky patch. And avoid the chupacabra looking things. See, the rocks there. We're going to turn around, going this way, trying to find our star. Doesn't look very flat where we put our star. It's very far from anything way over here. I don't think this will be it. This is not a contender. Good place for stone. Not what we're looking for. Too many dangers nearby. Off to the next place. Oh, okay, good. We got a jumping spot. Let's see. I'm heading this way. Right? Yeah, this way. So we will have to cross the water a bit here. According to our map. We're going to try to save our stamina, though, a little bit. We don't want to waste all our energy getting across the lake. You can build bridges. There's a bridge tile, so like having to cross it once or twice is not the worst. And as you can see, it doesn't waste a lot of stamina going through. It's certainly not ideal. So we could just have our town on a whole island here. This could be an option. It's not super flat, so it would need some terraforming. But like, there's plenty of space for a little town. We would have to interfere with this rock area here with all the metal nodes, and I'm not sure we really want to do that. So I think we want our metal nodes. We don't want to have to come out here. There's more than one respawn on this island. I think that we're going to turn around because I don't want to lose these. This right here. See this rocky texture? That's what you're looking for. Any nodes of metal that you find in there will respawn. We hilariously put our star originally right on that node. So we're just going to replace it with a gem and make our way back. Pick up some apples on the way. Get ourselves, ooh, some danger. Get ourselves a snacky snack for the road. We're going to have to feed Fletch when we get home anyway, so best to just go ahead and prepare for that now. Whee! Oh, more swimming. Another little metal node. Go ahead and mark that on our way back. So these metal node zones, it's worth noting, can have copper, iron, and something else. There's another tin, copper, and iron. There we go. Tin's all you can use right away, but copper is the next tier, and then I believe it's iron. I don't know if there's a tier after that. I've not played that far, admittedly. But I think we figured out where we want to place, or at least start, our town. So we're going to put our little starter camp. It's just a tent, so we don't necessarily want it in town. We kind of want it on the way as like a welcome, we're coming this way. So we're going to try placing it somewhere right around here, I think. Do I want it over here? We could place it closer to town. I think on the beach is better. We're going to go put it over here. Yeah. Line it up to this wall. I mean, that's pretty flat against the wall. That looks pretty good to me. Nope, not on myself. Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys, I'm indecisive. Let me just figure out. I think here. There we go. Oh, Miss Fletch. Welcome back. So, this is where you decided to build, huh? It's absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for setting up the base tent. Oh, and guess what? I actually have a tent for you, too. I know it's not much, but it will be a place to call home. Now there's plenty of room to spread out, so take your time to place this. You'll probably be visiting the base tent a fair bit. Yeah, probably. I could see that. This is kind of our main hub to start with. So keep that in mind when you're looking for a spot to claim as your own. I'll be inside the base tent getting things ready. Come speak to me when you've placed your tent. So, as far as I'm aware, at the time of recording this, wherever I put my base tent, like my personal tent, is where eventually my house, when I upgrade, will be. Now, upon time of editing this, I have learned some extra details, which I will cover probably in the next episode, as to not clog up too much time. But I've learned some things. I'm not as confused and ignorant as I once was. So we're gonna check this map. We're gonna place a couple, kind of like that center spot, but it is really far, really far from town. So let's place a couple of spots to look. We'll use the bid function to see how we feel about it. Let's see. Bananas. That's a good idea. So we can, any of these fruits we gather here, we can bury these and make our own trees. In real life, that's not quite how it goes. You don't just plant the whole tree. You typically will, hello pupper. I still want to know how to make friends with the dogs. I don't know how to do that, but I want to. You don't just plant the whole fruit in the ground. You take the seeds out, even for bananas. So it's a little funny, but you can plant and move your trees around. So this is a kind of flat area. We could be able to put farms down here. Put like farmland so we can do some gardening, some ranching. Maybe make a little lake in this. Put our tent up here somewhere. Somewhere up nice high. Kind of like that. And that little divot, we could put a lake. I've never done the waterworks license. It could be fun. Right? We just make a lake down here somehow. Could be a nice spot. Then we'd be able to fish by home and wouldn't have to go very far. Got dogs. Plenty of trees. Put our house here. This isn't very flat, but generally like the little area. And it's much closer to town. So I think we're gonna put it over here. I think we're gonna put our tent here and make some space. I don't know if at some point our house can expand and get bigger, so we want to make sure that there's maybe some leftover space. Move it. Again, just like with the base tent, I'm extra. I gotta sit here and spin it around, see if I like this spot. Is this a good spot? Should I move out of the way maybe? Oh, I don't need to. We're good. I think this will do. Right? Like leaving a block, at least a block around. Put you back. I think I like this spot. I think this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, no. Yeah, this is it. This is a good spot for your tent. Yes. We did it. Now, there's nothing in it to begin with, but that's okay. Oh, hang on. Don't forget to mark it on the map. This is home, which means we should go over here and remove the previous markers. Returning to Fletch. I'm sure she has more tasks she wants us to do, as it's only 10 a.m. She probably expected us to take a little longer. This is a big place, but we make pretty good time wandering around. Let's see what Fletch has to say. Oh, wait, bananas. Okay, let's go see what Fletch has to say. So this is where our town will be. And then we come straight out this way, and we'll see the tent. Fletch, ma'am, I'm back. Oop, I clicked these a little fast. I apologize. You see, most people back in South City have lost their spark. There's something about the place that pulls the spark out of people. But I'll tell you what. I can't read it fast enough for how fast I'm clicking. Have you ever heard of the traveling trader John? Well, I personally have. He's a bloomin' legend. Trading is in his very blood. John got in contact with me before leaving. He's interested in visiting. I'll tell you what, we can't miss this opportunity. I reckon we get this missing site deed ready for him. That way, we'll have a place ready for any visitors who come to Gracia, and I'll let you decide. Just be sure that it's close by. We want visitors to feel like a part of Gracia. And who knows? Oh, sorry, my nose itched and I missed it. My fault. So now we gotta figure out, I want this to be like as, oh, it's off by a block. They're not the same size. Oh, okay. Well, I want them to kind of line up to the road about the same spot, I think. I might not be able to. I might have to just make the road kind of lean towards them, turn in towards them, give them a little walkway to this spot. Excuse me, kangaroo creature, you are in the way. Could like literally touch it, but it doesn't line up. Oh. Okay. Maybe we put it on this side and you won't notice it as much. No, you kind of notice. You kind of notice. Okay. What about we put it higher? Put it here. Is that lined up? I can't tell. That's one up, one back. So I think we line it up like here. Yeah. Ugh, I hate it. It's not it's not right. Okay. It's kind of in line, at least on the map. That'll do. Hey, Fletch. So we're all set for visitors? Well done, Mora. We've only been here a while, and you remind me of my father. He was born right here. He's a true blue adventurer through and through. He loved doing many things and keeping track of all his milestones in his adventure journal. I wanted to come here and try to meet those milestones myself. Admirable. Yep, words. So it's a good goal, Fletch. But I'm getting too long in the tooth, Mora. Please, I want you to take his adventurer's journal. Please keep good care of it. This is now your adventure. Don't mind me, I'm just rearranging the words. That journal means a lot to me, but I think my dad would be glad to see someone like you is looking after it. But I have a challenge for you, Mora. I want you to try and beat my father's milestones. Okay. Well, we've been given a task. The day's only just begun, and we've been given a task. Some of these milestones are going to take a long time to complete. But And I am also going to be adding daily tasks to the journal. These will be smaller milestones that should be easy to complete in just simply one day. Okay. Now, for the good part. For every milestone you surpass, you'll be rewarded with permit points. That is the blue money at the top. I'll tell you what, you're going to want a lot of permit points eventually, but we can talk more about that tomorrow. For now, check out the journal. I think you'll find that you've actually completed some of these milestones already. Be sure to claim them. Now, are you hungry? I am. I think it's time we get some food. I've seen some fruit growing around, so go and find us some fruit, and when you're ready, I will tell you how to make a camp. Here's the recipe for a campfire. I found these stones earlier, so you can use them. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to work on not clicking these so fast. Oh, she gave us some rocks. Almost feel like a penguin. So where do we want this to be? We're gonna get some more fruit. What am I? Figure out where we want this, I guess. We need some logs. Vaguely remember she said we needed logs. The nice thing here is even though we don't have an axe, we can still get logs. This isn't Minecraft. We don't have to punch a tree. There just seem to be logs everywhere. So thankfully we can get that. Alright, back to Fletch. She has a crafting bench in the corner. Crafting table, rather. And there we go, campfire. We got way more logs than we needed. But that's okay. We'll need them for other stuff. So let's go find a spot to place our fire that is both out of the way, but close. This'll do. Won't be in the way of our road. Plenty close enough to cook some stuff. I'm just gonna cook up some banana. Not sure how tasty that really is, but I mean, I guess banana bread would be, but like just straight cooking a banana and calling it a day seems questionable. Hey Fletch, I'm very impressed with the work you have done. I think there's a great future for all of us here on Gracia. Here's a gift for helping me out so much. It's a bug net. I think you should take the rest of the day off. Maybe you could catch some bugs. Maybe you could cook that fruit you found. Oh, and before I forget, take this sleeping bag as well. When you get tired, pop that on the ground and have a lie down. Thanks for your help today, Mora. You're welcome. I mean, you probably could have. This was pretty easy. She didn't take any of the fruit, and I'm confused. Camper, place to rest your head. Okay, so we just need to collect some bugs and we'll get some more. Well, let's make our way this way. We'll do some bug catching. I'm gonna put our sleeping bag inside real quick, and then we'll go out and we'll catch all the bugs we can find around us. And I'm not sure what we'll do with them, but we're gonna fill our inventory with some bugs. I think that's what we'll do. Get some logs, just kind of pick up anything we see for crafting. Bug. Should be the harlequin butterflies. A lot of these guys are in. You know, in hindsight to recording this and currently doing a voiceover for it, I kind of wish I had been marking more areas on the map as we went. It's kind of a wasted opportunity. Some of these bugs are really hard to see. The butterflies are pretty easy. There'll be bugs on trees. There will be bugs just kind of crawling around on the floor sometimes. The different dragonfly species are going to be really hard to see. Mark this up. Pretty big area that metal can spawn, so we're going to want to come back to this one frequently. Got a lot of this particular butterfly. Must be a good season for them. So there are seasons in this game. That's fun to note. So some bugs you're going to have a harder time finding in different seasons. And there is a guy who's going to want your bugs later for a museum. And then you can sell them to John. You can also just keep them because sometimes random people will ask you, hey, can you find this bug for the day? And some of those bugs are tricky. And I think it has something to do with the seasons. It could just also be that a lot of the bugs are small and it's not very easy to see them. Bar like butterflies. Butterflies, I think, are the easiest thing to spot around the map. Let's see. Another harlequin butterfly. We got a lot of these ones. Oh, sorry. Scarlet butterflies. We got another dragonfly. Ooh, come here, frog. Can I even catch this? Guess grasshopper. Not a frog. It's a grasshopper. Sorry, friends. There are frogs too. I don't know why I thought I was catching a frog. Butterfly. I think the blue moon butterflies are some of my favorite ones. They're just so pretty. I gotta fly. I think our inventory might be getting a little full, so we should come back over here and place some of these down. I want to keep my own inventory of them. Figure out where I want to put them. I want to keep my own little like display of them so that I have at least one of everything. There goes the gum leaf, blue moon butterfly. So we got one of those. And I think one of these we haven't placed yet. So Scarlet Jezebel, that's what we've picked up the most of. We'll put it on top of the other butterfly. We'll put the lacewing on the grasshopper. And then that's the harlequin. So we placed, I think, everything here. We need a normal fly. Put it at this end. Okay. I think that's one of everything. So now we have a backup in case we need to hand anything in. We will need a second one of each at some point to give to the bug man. But for now, we have some. Look at these flowers. I'm not sure if they're useful for anything, but you can sell them. So we're going to get quite a bit of these for John tomorrow. More food. Ooh, free meat. Thank you, doggos. I actually think they're called diggos, now that I think about it. So we're just looking around for some more buggies. Picking up stuff as I go. Oh, there we go. And then up here. Oh, I swear I saw something. Get some flowers. Alright. I swear I saw something over here. What are you? Come here. swallowtail. Another fly. I'm gonna go put our other butterfly down real quick. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna, sorry, have an OCD moment and fix this. There we go. All of the groups are paired. Butterfly. Ooh, 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 there we go. Don't judge me. Depth perception is hard. Oh, another metal spot. I'm just gonna mark that. I have a lot of turkeys around me. Thankfully not aggressive, but I got a lot of turkeys. A dog must have eaten it. Or at least killed it. Seems like we got a good amount of stuff. Collect our additional permit points. And this is the only way to save. You must sleep. All right. We did quite a bit there that day. As you can see, it says somebody is visiting, but it doesn't tell you who. It's rude. It should just tell you who. But now we've been able to save. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me and seeing what there is to see in this wonderful world of Dinkum. I would like to wave at you, but it's not working. Remember, guys, if you liked this episode and you'd like to see more, because I would be happy to play more, remember to like, subscribe, and check out my store that I have. I will have a link in the description as well as at the end here. But come support the channel by getting some of the stuff that I've made. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!